So welcome back to the channel, my friends. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, big up yourself. This is Christine, and this video is a part of the wood round or wreath Wednesday. I'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's jump right into it. So these are the items that we'll be using for this wood round. Guys, this is so cute. You're gonna love it. I got that piece of fabric from the Dollar Tree and some greenery that I used some chalk paint in Waverly Moss and dusted that. If you want to see how I do that to change up the look of the leaves, to tone down the sheen, I will link a video right at the top so you can check that out. So here I am using a L square to just square off a section of the wood that I'm going to be painting. So I just use the ruler to measure off about 3.5 inches. Next, I opened the fabric, and because it had the folds, I used the heat press to just press that out and set it aside. I used some painter's tape to just tape down right below where I drew my line so that the paint doesn't get on that section. And after I did that, just taped off both the top and the bottom. I'm using antique wax and a paintbrush, and I'm applying it very heavy because I want it to go on very dark. And after I applied it evenly, I then took a baby wipe and then wiped back the excess. Now you can paint the middle. I chose to do it this way because I wanted it to blend in nicely with the fabric. So this playlist is Wood Round or Wreath Wednesday, hosted by Aurea from DIY with Aurea and Loli from Loli D's Creation, and their guest host this month is Nadia from DIY with Nadia. Guys, you know the drill already. Links to their channels will be in the description box below, as well as the playlist. Make sure to go down and check them out when you get done watching my video. Now this is a stencil. I got this in a set from Temu, and I'm just going to use the welcome section. So I just tape down the stencil, make sure that the welcome was right in the space that I had reserved for it. And next I'm taking some folk art, I believe this is wicker white, and a stencil brush, and I'm stenciling on the word welcome, and this is what it looked like, and then just use the heat gun to dry it. It looks a little pale, and I think that is because of the antique wax. So then I remove the tape, dry that properly, and now I'm going to just measure out my fabric. My friends, if you're enjoying the video so far, just take a moment to hit that like button. That signals to YouTube that you are enjoying the content, and they will continue to share it out to other viewers like yourself. So after I measured how much I needed to cut, I then cut that out, a piece for the top and a piece for the bottom. After I put the fabric down, I realized I could actually see through it, so I painted it out. I just gave it one good coat of the folk art Adirondack. And what I did, I just removed the tape and just flipped it around and placed it on the stained side and then painted it. And now I'm going to apply some Mod Podge, but here I am using the brush that I had used for the antique wax, and it wasn't washed out properly, so that's why it's looking so brown. And then I decided, no, Christine, you can't have it looking like that. You need to change the brush, and I did that. So I just applied the Mod Podge until it was very tacky, and then put the fabric down, and then got my parchment paper and heat press and reactivated that Mod Podge to give it that extra seal, or that tight seal, if you want to call it that. And I did that for both sides. And then I took a brush again, made sure that this one was clean, and went over the top of the fabric with some more Mod Podge, a lot of it in fact, because I wanted the fabric to seal properly, and then dried that with the heat gun. And after I dried it with the heat gun, I then took the fabric cutter or the roller cutter. I got this from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just using that to remove the excess fabric. And this thing is very sharp, so it was precise in cutting away the excess from the wood. Now I'm introducing this glue gun that was sent to me by Bleds, I believe that's what it is. It's a cordless glue gun, came in this little pouch and some glue sticks, and I had charged it previously, so I wanted to use it here, so I had to make sure that it was fully charged. And it has this little stand. I secured the stand, turned it on, and that is the little cord, USB cord, that is used to charge it. Now you need a block if you're gonna charge it. And once I had all of that done, now I'm gonna be using the glue gun just to show you how it's used. And it's very straightforward. We all know how cordless glue gun works already, but just in case you don't know what it looks like, there's a little manual in there that tells you how to use it. Now I'm gonna take the glue gun and a little piece of two-tone jute cord, and that is just to cover up the raw edge from the fabric and to give it further embellishment. And the two-tone cord kind of blend in with the antique wax in the middle and the white from the fabric, so that was perfect. And now I'm ready to move on to the next step. And here is my absolute favorite tool. This is the Hardell hand rotary tool, and I'm just using it to give me 2 holes for my cord, using again the same two-tone cord. Just added a little hot glue at the tip so I could so I could feed that through the hole from the back to the front, tie the knot, and then I just measured the distance how I wanted it to hang and do the same thing on the other side. Now here is where I am adding the greenery. Now you can use the greenery to make a swag. I just chose to do it this way, where I glued it directly to the board. So I just cut them apart and have them even on both sides and then glue them down. And then this pick, I got this from the Dollar Tree, and see how the colors are blending in quite perfect. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I removed the flower from the pick. I'm just snipped off the little stem because I wanted this to lay flat on the board, and then just glue down the petals. And this is what it looks like, my friend. Love it, love it. Now I only have one DIY for you today, but this is the Proverbs for today, Proverbs 16 verse 3 and 4. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. Now here we are for the final reveal. This is our little welcome sign. I love it. I just love the color. I fall in love with these colors. But this is my welcome sign, my friends. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to check out the host channels down in my description box below. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed crafting with you today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more creative projects like these. And tap that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload. Need more inspiration? Click right here for other fun DIYs. Happy crafting, stay safe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!